Aloha to everyone out there on Maui and to all the islands of Hawaii. I am Juliet Butters Doty, evolutionary astrologer, bringing you Astrology Now Maui. We are stridently moving forward through February as the planet Jupiter has station direct, February 4th in Gemini, bringing some clarity to some of the ideas that have been cooking for a while. And so with this full moon in Leo at 24 degrees, for those of you who need that degree, it will be on February 12th, early in the morning Hawaii time at 3:53 a.m. And this moon asks the question of us, what are we doing as a species? What is your focus? What is your purpose? And what makes you happy? And just where are we all headed? These are questions to ask deeply as the Karmic Nodes of Fate, of our destiny, square the Galactic Center exactly on this full moon in Leo. Remember, Leo rules the heart. So what is your heart telling you? With what does it glow and emanate a warm, soft love that you felt perhaps on a warm summer's day full of promise? It's time to retrieve that glow, to activate and step up, as the square implies, to the next level of our collective human purpose here on planet Earth. The Galactic Center is the immeasurable black hole located at 27 degrees Sagittarius in the Milky Way galaxy. And it's from where all our energies emanate towards our vicinity earthbound. So there's tremendous wisdom and directional downloads incoming that are received from this enormous vortex of majesty. The Karmic North Node of Fate, where we are all headed for the next 18 months, is in Pisces, has now joined Neptune, the ruler of Pisces, to assist the meltdown, urging us to let go, surrender, and dissolve, quite literally. Merge into that oneness, the divine. Deepen your meditation practice. Tap into your deep connection to whoever your source is. The North Node in Pisces, together with Neptune, creates a beautiful grand trine, ignited between retrograde Mars and Vesta, the goddess and keeper of the sacred flame within all our hearts. So meditate now upon where and how this affects you and your world. The South Node of Fate, always opposite, is in Virgo and is part of another beautiful trine, helping us to make the necessary changes, Uranus, to simplify and clear our all unnecessary, time-consuming output that no longer serves us, emboldening us to transform Pluto as we focus, goddess Pallas Athene, on what needs to empty out. So I've got a few suggestions here. Any self-criticism, any unhealthy habits on any level and all levels, any victimhood still remaining, any martyrdom, any self-sacrifice that happens, any guilt, any illusory ideations that could no longer or that can no longer withstand the stark reality of the looming imminent changes. I've said before, and I will say it again, 2025 is the year of transition before we truly move into a whole new zeitgeist of reality come February 2026. So we're being prepared this year. So make space within your field for the light that is constantly incoming to embed deeply into your 24 bodies and systems, which are contained in our vehicles, quite literally. And remember, we are being helped all the time. by those on the unseen. So this full moon in Leo calls us to our hearts, to realize our sovereignty, to reignite the fires that once burned, and to fuel the passage for the coming year of shedding skins, like the year of the snake that we're all venturing into now, revealing our wisdoms and clarity. Pallas Athene, the goddess, stands firmly at 28 degrees Capricorn, emboldened well next to Pluto in Aquarius, calling forth for our deep knowing, our wisdom, to focus, to set our sights for the freedom of being. The wisdom of the ages are available to us if we set our sights to create our merging with Source, with everything. Beloved Venus, now in Eris, always the goddess of relationships, is creating a brand new one on the other side of Neptune, so deeply merged with Neptune, and is straddled in the sign of Pisces, and she's just had the meetup with Neptune, the planet that emanates oneness and all that is. So on her approach side, so she's just past Neptune and now she's approaching Salacia, having another meetup. So these are conjunctions that birth something. So Venus is birthing something with Neptune, and now she's meeting up with Salacia, Neptune's wife, the goddess of light, bringing a beautiful mermaid, liquid light of iridescent majesty to our world. And we're infused with this light on this full moon, and we're bathing in it. So let yourself bathe in it. Let yourself receive this energy in this cycle to infuse your being, to further your shift from carbon to literally to crystalline. So Salacia also brings a self-honoring that Neptune so loved, together with a deep emotional questioning, a calmness, a self-trust, and an ingredient to remember our ancient memories. These are qualities that will be more than useful into the months and years ahead. So call on her now to infuse you with all of these beautiful virtues. And we will be seeing her again in late April, so there'll be more to come there. At the same time, simultaneously, we have Eris, the sister of Mars, the goddess of fair play for everyone. She doesn't want anyone left out. She's the goddess of chaos and discord, therefore making sure we're all included. And she is exactly trying this full moon, helping and heralding a call to our hearts to fire up, to be the warrior and take action. She assists us all beautifully. Chiron too is right there next to Eris, encouraging our maverick warrior selves to step up to the plate. So you're getting a feeling that it's kind of like roll call time for us all. The next planet up is Uranus, the game changer, pushes ever forward now that he turned direct very recently on his completion chapter of bringing the heavens to earth, quite literally. Uranus is also known as the sky god, and Taurus, the sign that he's in, represents earth. So he's bringing the heavens to earth, proclaiming electric change for the new directional future that we must forge now and move into by closely squaring the sun, which is opposite the full moon, in Aquarius, next to Ceres and Mercury. Ceres, by the way, is the Earth Mother. Mercury is the communicator. So there's a very strong dynamic push to take action, imploring to step up to the next level to honor the earth, create the new structures, and communicate out on the earth's behalf. The needs that are more than obvious now. So some of you have felt different. Perhaps you were born different. You always sat on the fringe. You had ideas for the future that just, it wasn't their time. Well, now's your time. The time is here for you to come forward and take on some leadership, share your wisdom, and come out of your box into the world. Your time is right now. Tap into Neptune in Pisces, to the North Node, to deepen your relationships so that you will know beyond a shadow of a doubt what is yours to do when your moment is. Even though things look dire, there is a constant flow of incredible ideas for creation to take place and to forge the new. So focus on the possible, focus on the future, don't look back. Some say there's nothing there at all anymore. Neptune imbues energies for us to have faith and trust. Uranus only wants to awaken and liberate so that we can finally see the truth. And lastly, of note, Saturn, the traditional co-ruler of Aquarius, is constantly encouraging each of us to focus and bring things into form now, forge and make projects a reality. And he is trining the retrograde Mars in Cancer, therefore impressing upon us all, as Saturn is in Pisces, to let go, surrender the old ways, our conditioning that is redundant, to create the new structures for stillness, whilst we ponder deeply how we can preserve our emotional security amongst the ever-changing world. The planet, who used to be the farthest out planet seen but with the naked eye, was proclaimed as God for 5,000 years before the telescope was invented. So he does carry a more serious impression, and he does require a mature and considered response from us all. He wants us to take responsibility. He encourages a disciplined approach to build our desires that we've been imagining in Pisces and to forge them. And it's going to take time and hard work. These are all Saturnian words, by the way, with an internal ballast that the emotional nurturance is bringing us. And that's the Mars, the retrograde Mars in Cancer. Nurturing ourselves as we do what we're going to be doing, which creates then a sense of safety in all that we're going to get busy with down the track. So remember to reach for the beauty, spend time in nature. As the world gets more and more chaotic, faster and faster, appreciate the simple things as we look towards the next coming new moon on February 27th in Pisces. So we've got a lot of Pisces this month, so let go, take advantage of it, connect in. Until then, a hui ho.